The time has arrived for us to call our meeting to order. This is a regular board meeting. The regular meeting of the Board of Mayor and City Council, Tuesday, July 7th, 6:30 p.m. to continue West Main Street, Okolona, Mississippi. Let us pray. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we humbly come before thee. We give you praises for all the blessings that you bestowed upon us. We pray that you forgive us of our many sins. Lead us and guide us in the path of righteousness. Go with those that are behind prison bars, those that are sick, and those that are in bereavement. We pray next that you would just bless the city of Okolona and all of our citizens. We ask this in the strong and mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Amen. Let us stand to recite the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're at number 4 additions. I have some last emails that came in. Nima, we made a 10A. I put it in you all's folder. I put a little manila folder on that because these are some things that just came in and, popped up saying, okay, I got the waste management on that too. Okay. This is approved. This 10A would be to approve the lowest and best bid for the airport paving project. I thought we did that last month, but we did not. To accept the lowest and best bid, and Greg will present that to us. He's here. That's 10A. And the other item would be consent items. We have 3. One will be a 25A approved travel for the mayor or designated by the mayor to attend. That's to attend a meeting in Jackson, Mississippi. That's the meeting with Mississippi Main Street. It's in your packet. In order for us to be eligible for any grant funding, they ask that there's a representative from the Okolona Area Chamber of Commerce or a representative from the city. I did want to ask Ms. Marshall, would you be interested in going to that? Because it's going to be on trying to get a grant on the revitalization. Anyone else? Anyone else? Marlon, would you be interested in going?
I appreciate it.
You've been trying.
No.
You've been guarding.
We'll go with your recommendation.
So you willing to go, Ms. Marshall? Ms. Marshall. And so is there a motion? Well, when we get to it, they'll approve it then. So Ms. Marshall, y'all can get you down. We're gonna get that approved. The second will be a 25B, approved travel for city officials to attend meeting on July 29th in Pontotoc, 3 Rivers. It's the broadband expansion. That's at 10 a.m. There's one at 10 a.m. And they sent it out today, elected officials and other interested parties. And then there's a 25C, approved travel for the mayor to attend. There's a meeting in Starkville on the 9th, July 9th. It's the FEMA. It is the Tibet Watershed Risk Map Project. This is a flood risk review meeting. My understanding is Okolona did not have a lot of representation from our former flood management where I'm working. This is why it's critically important that we get somebody there because we have areas, climate has changed. We got water, we got areas in town that we know are in flood zone. But guess what? Those areas will start to expand because there's more rain than what we typically have. So that's the information that we need to transfer with FEMA and FEMA so that they can get our maps accurate. Because at one time, I was told that they wanted to put the whole city on the flood zone. But right now, they don't have that, right? But this is And I don't know, when I get to the meeting if approved, I'll find out what they got going. Now, but that's what this is supposed to be about, put a list, how Beaver and Beaver is moving forward. Probably gonna have maybe some public meetings where they would ask for public participation and see the, like, area, say for instance, I'm just doing this out here, no money, taking on nobody, but like, over by where Damon and Miss Armstrong live, it has a tendency to flood a lot over there. And I know it's on the outskirts of a flood zone, or floodplain, and then back there behind on Kirk Circle, they're all right on the outskirts on the flood. It needs to be expanded to incorporate those areas. Where you live, Marlon, is right on the edge. I think part of your house is in the floodplain, the other part is not. But that whole area over by the church floods. It has been doing it for years, ever since I was a child, growing up on North Waller Street. It is flooded, but hopefully we can get some help, or at least find out how we can remediate some of the problems that we have. Get some food out of the board, but that's what that concludes with the item that to add to the being under their motion. Oh, thank you. Jack. Yeah, she put it on the paper. We have a request to, I didn't put on the agenda. Let's put it as, we'll put it as a 10B. 10B. Correct. Right. Discuss and approve. And approve to purchase. Breakers. From the city of Langley. Yes. And we got 10C. What was the last one, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Chicken truck. So that's a 10C, chicken truck. And it's all about my understanding with budget. We'll get to it. All right. Is there a motion for the approval of the agenda with all these conditions?
I make a motion to approve the agenda with the suggestions or additions by the mayor.
It's been properly motion and second. All those in favor, aye? Yes, you have. We're at number 6, approve the spread the resolution recognizing the passing of Councilman G. Barnes. Is there a motion for the approval? Is there a second? Second, it's been properly motion and second. Are there any questions? Being none, all those in favor, aye? Yes, you have. Review the financial reports for the city and the electric department. Hey, you want to start first? Okay.
Revenues and expenditures month ending May 31, 2026 at 67%. Total general fund revenue, $1,536,551.26 at 62.68%. Grand total city general, $714,365.16 at 70.87%. Total police department, $408,735.33 at 54.6%. Total fire department expenditures, $271,077.39 at 72.43%. Total library department, grand total street, $89,221.45 at 68.41%. Total cemetery expenditures, $7,276.26 at 48.50%. Total park and rec, $9,560.60 at 73.54%. Total library department, $59,382.85 at 66.16%. Total general fund, $1,559,619.04 at 65.35%. Total fire protection, $19,292.56 at 27.17%. Total fire protection expenditures, $27,785.46 at 39.13%. Total water sewer, $636,031.57 at 66.18%. Total water and sewer expenditures, $480,678.37 at 50.54%. Total airport revenue, $60,593.94 at 138.97%. Total airport expenditures, $46,669.99 at 107.4%. Total sanitation revenue, $280,371.97 at 58.22%. Total sanitation expenditures, $340,871.61 at 70.79%. Total court clearing, $31,795.50 at 529.92%. Total expenditures, $12,342.50 at 205.70%.
Are there any questions for Ms. Ivan? Yes, sir.
Park and rec. What do you have going on with park and rec? Is the issue still the same thing with the poles and the insurance?
Yeah,
So have we found out, do we own that pole or
No,
do we get
yes. That's what I'm working on.
Because if it's not ours, I can see why
We should be paying, exactly. Richard, when, you all when y'all carry that dirt out there, and feel that, was that a request of the school? Or was it just public work?
That was, public work, what it was, as much as I can remember, the board wanted to fill that in. And, the guy that was on purchase, was gonna bring the dirt, I think he wanted something like $10,000, bring the dirt, fill it in, but here at the, nursing home, they were doing some renovations there, and they had the dirt in one hall or something. So we made the deal with them, to be the dirt there, and what happened.
Any other questions? Electric department.
The electric department, the previous balance is $3,747,507.72. The ending balance is $3,756,3.10.
Any questions? Thank you. Dr. Coins. Dr. Coins. Any questions pertaining to Ward 1? Ward 2?
I just saw a lot of, like water refunds.
Yeah, we do those with people, the accounts, like say for instance, they close an account, we do a refund on the app, refund on that deposit.
That's it. And another question, I see that, Mr. Burks, he's still, he's,
Yeah, we have an in contract issue for Burke. But is he, chief, is he answering your calls and stuff?
that's what I'm saying.
Stop.
I know he's not, that's why I'm.
Have you called him lately?
I didn't do it, I got too much.
I've called a couple times, so that's why I'm wondering, the child was $10,500 for over my name. So.
Did they call,
But I ended up, after I did get him, I did reach out and Selena did come over.
I would, 911, and that's what I'm telling everybody, if anything related to animals, 911, that's what Chief done said. 911, we get a record of it, then we can process it if we haven't documented it, that way. So anything like that, 911.
But we don't need.
But we gonna deal with that, cause I think you requested that, I think we gonna deal with that.
It's still,
I forgot to put, I got to look at it, I didn't see it in my notes for the agenda stuff, but I remember you asking me about it.
and I try to do things, in order. I don't want to be out of order and all that kind of stuff. So at any given time, whether it be executive session, special call, or here, I'm willing to make the motion to dismiss it.
Okay. That wasn't him. It's still in the same, okay, so he didn't get money, so we ain't not.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Yes,
You say he's got checks that he hadn't picked up, but sometimes he will come in. Either way,
yes,
let's not give him another cent.
when it comes up, we'll, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay. We'll talk about it. Anything else, Ms. Gardner?
That's all. Thank you.
Ms. Trice? Ms. Gates?
I had the same thing that Councilwoman Gardner did with Milton first.
Okay. All right. Mr. Thomas?
Good.
Is there a motion to approve the docket claim for the city?
Or approve the doctor claim for the city.
Is there a second? Is there probably motion and second? All those in favor, aye? It's unanimous. Docket claims for the electric department? Well, they're so nice, one sheet of, Ward 1, any questions on the docket claim? Ward 2? Ward 3?
Nice, sir.
Ward 4? Ward 5?
Good.
Is there a motion for the approval of docket claims for the electric department? We got a motion, is there a second? Okay. Is there a proper motion and second? All those in favor, aye? Yes, unanimous. Approval of the minutes for June 2nd and June 17th, June 2nd. Did anyone note the necessary corrections for the June 2nd minutes? Necessary corrections to June 2nd. Being none, is there a motion in for the approval?
Ward 4 approve the motion for, the minutes for June 2nd.
Is there a second? It's been properly motion and second. All those in favor, aye? It's unanimous. June 17th. Anyone know the necessary correction for the June 17th minutes? Thomas.
I thought I made the motion to declare Ward 6 of the city vacant.
It's on the third page.
Mm-hmm.
She'll go back and go to this. minutes, so we can approve minutes with necessary corrections. Is there a motion for the approval? Or did we, okay,
I make the motion for the approval with the recommended, necessary corrections.
is there a second? Is there properly motion and second? All those in favor, aye? It's unanimous. We're now at number 10, department head report. So what chief said his is in the, his is in this report, is in it, in the past.
I think you have to say, you know, like fireworks thing, we have a lot of calls for fireworks, like shooting on social traffic. We got a lot of running over the weekend. And, so it was nice and what Mr. Gardner had, had up to, have a real night. I think everybody enjoyed it. I think that's the way it needs to be done. Everybody go out and look at it and see it. That when somebody shoot, then we're gonna have all the complaints. We had guns shoot, you can tell a gun when they shoot. People shooting guns, in the shooting fireworks. We got them to found some good, but you get to them, and don't nobody know, there ain't nobody got no gun. We need to do sell time on these fireworks at night. Because I appreciate what y'all did up there, because everybody has seen that, has been wonderful, thank everybody. And I think it's better for the city. You know, and it saves us a lot of running and bitching, because you know, guns ain't got no hand. Birds ain't got no hand. So people just, you know a gun when you shoot, because it goes like hot. So everything went good over the house.
Awesome.
So we're proud of that.
Mr. Rich Cousin. Okay.
Good evening. I guess everything, I don't have a report in your file, but, next time around I will. We're, cutting grass, we're doing what we don't do this time of the year. Right now, EPA, Health Department, some of the independent, laboratories, we're getting samples. We haven't pulled, it's our first time pulling. And so we'll pull about 3 or 4 different samples, we send them to Florida. And we haven't got any of them back, so that's a good thing. So we're in the territory now where we're doing the samples that they are trying to detect different things about the water system, about the sewer system. So we're in a situation now, they're teaching in the class, but they're not teaching everything. Some of the stuff we're learning now is hands-on. So we make a lot of phone calls back and forth to Florida, Georgia, Jackson, in order to get our samples, so our sample be correct. And when those samples are not correct, then it takes a lot for us to straighten them out. And then in the time that we can't get it straight, the city of Okolona will receive a violation. So far we haven't received any violation as of yet. So let me knock on wood on that. So if y'all got any questions, I entertain at this time.
I just had to find some wood and knock on it with you. We met with Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had a situation to occur with Atlas. You know, when that big water line, when the water broke over there close to your house, well, we accidentally hit one of their main lines, and they sent us a bill. Yeah, we met with the representatives today. And it's not a absorbent amount. I mean, it could have been, $20,000, $10,000. Very minimal. So I think they're working with us, and, the number boom truck, did we get it out?
Not yet.
The lights.
They're probably ready tomorrow unless it was ready this afternoon. I hope they'll be ready tomorrow.
The lights went out, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a question. Mr. Mayor, you stated that at percent of the, well, due to the situation, that probably could have been, could that have been avoided or due to that situation? Cause that was like an accident.
And they have no sense.
Okay.
We don't thank God it wasn't AT&T. That's what we don't thank God that it was.
Really what it is that, some of the places in town, the water line, the sewer line, they're completely almost run down. And so, right there on 41, that whole line that needs to be replaced. So we've been in that line several different times, so we know where the gas line is and the water line, but being that was a 4-inch main, it moved that gas line over out of its position. So it wasn't where it was marked at. And so by that being so, anytime that you do that, you hit their line and it hasn't been marked, then you're subject to be fined.
I know. Right. So we come out to the, all right, thank you so much. Great. The library.
Good evening.
Good evening.
A report from the Little Library that does the things. As I put in my report to you, I'm sad to report that we did not see, the $50,000 grant. And with that being said, we do know the library is in dire need of a lot of work inside and outside. The mayor and I actually met last Wednesday in the library and we took some more pictures because we have a little more extensive damage than we had before. It's historic, and sometimes being historic is only great if you have historic money. And because we are historic, there are some limitations. We at Dixie, I'm still asking Regina we're looking for everything that's out there. So far, we have not found another grant, but that's not because we're not actively looking. So, soon as Uncle John hits the lottery, we'll get some things done in there. Also, I had requested last month, and I'm again requesting the purchase of a water fountain. At present, our water fountain is very old. It looks unsanitary. We have cleaned it. You cannot make it look sanitary because of the age of it. At this time, my patrons, if they need water, they're drinking Miss Barber's water. Because public buildings have to have public fountains. So this is something that needs to be done.
How much is the fountain?
It's $1,258.
Is that the one? I haven't seen. Does this water fountain, is it a hands-free like what's in the school? Where you can bring them all?
Yeah, did I not attach that to my report? You can purchase it at Lowe's, it's $1,258. It is in the buildings, they can be purchased tomorrow.
You know, you got the money, go ahead and get your feet on the order. All right, that's your budget. That's your call.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, let go.
And then also, Lanier Club, which I put on here, been very generous with supplying refreshments or little snacks for the kids who come into the summer. have to say, summer reading was really well. I did, it's called a Dr. Dinosaur, and the kids just come in, and you may have seen them on Facebook. They've really enjoyed it, it's been a fun time, and there's different things in the library. They're able to move around and work at their own pace. A volunteer worker, summer worker, if I have them here, and we've had a volunteer from Excel who has been excellent. She's no longer with me, but the time she was there, she was really, really great. And again, to the council, I appeal to you to please come in the library. It is important that you are seen in the library. Patrons do ask, and believe me, I tell them who has and who has not been in, and I'll tell them, I'm gonna answer the questions, it's just that simple. But let your presence be known, let your patrons know that the library is important to you. And on the little free library, share a book, take a book. And that's a report from the little library that does big things. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a few things to comment on this evening for you. Probably most noticeable is that we have finally managed to get the unlawful camper over there on Adams removed from the property. That was definitely a Herculean effort to get that accomplished, but thanks to the assistance of our municipal court as well as our police department, that has been resolved. And the property has been cleaned up. Now it's beginning to get overgrown, it's due to be mowed, but we've got several properties in the same situation that we're working on right now. Despite the oppressive heat that we had earlier this past month, we still got about a dozen overgrown properties addressed by the property owners through notices that were sent out. And you'll see on the written report that I provided you all, we've got about 16 more that are moving into the municipal court system to go to trial on that here over the next 60 days. Additionally, we've got other notices on page 2 there that have already been issued that we'll be following up on here over the next few weeks. That will also potentially be moving into the court system also. Lastly, I just wanted to mention the mayor and I have been in discussions talking about some of the dilapidated housing that we have in town, on trying to take some steps to bring some of those before the board for consideration to condemn and have those demolished. We've got about a dozen of them that I've narrowed down that we're looking at right now. And, we'll be bringing those to you here soon. In conjunction with all of that, I was recently contacted by Wayne Herford of Channel 9. He is interested in doing a story later this summer on the city's efforts to clean up and improve property values. So, got a lot going on right now.
Thank you much. Any questions for Cody? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, hey, Greg. Yes. You're the next contestant, come on down. All right. We're at 10A.
Good evening, I'm Greg Jones with Engineering Solutions. For those, most everybody I know, but in case of the new things, needs to be able to do that. We received bids on June 23rd for our paving project, where we're going to be milling and overlaying the existing apron and taxiway. Taxiway is where the airplanes get out into the runway at. We received those after we advertised, and we had 3 bidders on it, which was good, and every one of them came in well under the estimate. We were pleasantly surprised that asphalt has gone down finally, and it's not as expensive as it once was. In fact, I had to kind of do a double take when I read it and looked at it. I went, holy cow, I haven't seen this price in about 8 years. It was the last time I saw asphalt at $160 a ton. Normally it's been over $200 a ton. We had three bids: Falcon Contracting Company, Inc., James A. Hodges Company, Inc., and Joe McGee Construction, Inc. Falcon was the low bidder on that project. They bid $371,663.80 for the mill overlay. And there's a little bit of painting that you have to do, but it's very minimal for that project on the taxiway. So what if the board is agreeable to do this? And I apologize, Mayor, I didn't think to add that on when I was doing my stuff either. If y'all would approve this from Falcon, I can go ahead and be getting contracts and things down to them for them to be filling out. That takes a little time for them to get bonds together and everything else to do that. And we need to send in the grant paperwork now that we've received bids. We need to send that down to the Federal Aviation Administration so we can get the grant paperwork going, so that when Falcon gets done filling out their stuff and the FAA gets done submitting the grant, all this can come together and we can start milling up and putting down some asphalt out there and get that looking good. So that is my request from the city, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
And how much would that be, Mr. Lewis, be?
The lowest bid from Falcon, let me read that again, $371,663.80. And you can do those separately, or you can put it all in one motion, whichever you
Well,
prefer.
I have a 10A and N actually. The other was number 16.
Gotcha.
I got all that, yeah,
Gotcha.
part two. So, if you all have heard the request of Greg with ESI as far as, accepting the lowest and best bid from Falcon, in the tune of $371,663.80.
Yes, sir.
As our lowest and best bid. Is there a motion for the approval? Is there a second?
Question.
Yes.
Since we're just beginning to have this series of, budget meetings leading up to the new, year, I mean, is this something we can do?
Yeah, this is federal money right here.
Cool. That's what, like he normally said, he gives his presentation.
Right.
He says, it's not gonna cost y'all a dime. I was waiting for him to say that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Normally
I'm sorry.
there's a 2%, man. How this is done is typically the federal government, FAA sends down, 80%.
Yeah, no, let me kind
You go ahead and do it.
There we go. FAA pays 95% of the cost. State of Mississippi Aeronautics Commission grant pays 2.5% of the cost. Normally, you would have to pay 2.5% of the cost. However, went back last year and secured y'all a multimodal grant, which comes also through the Mississippi Department of Transportation. And being that our bids came in, see, that multimodal grant was based off of $200-something asphalt, the cost of that. What we're gonna try to do is get, we all don't have to pay anything, and just use the multimodal and the federal to be able to go. They might make you pay 1%, which means, you might be out, $3,000 or $4,000. Depending on what the last is. We're gonna submit it this way, so they all pay nothing, and if they say, no, you gotta pay at least 1%, okay, we can go back and do that, but that's an awful lot of money to get for 1% of the cost to be able to do it. So, either way, you're gonna be okay, and we're gonna be, y'all know me, I'm always looking to, try to get it for nothing if we can. And be able to do that. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. We're always gonna try and be able to do it like that. And if you haven't noticed, the airport's looking, it's not where we want it to be, but there's a lot of good things happening. And, it takes time. It takes time. And that's what we're working on. Be able to do that. All right, any other questions? I'm sorry.
Any other questions? Is there a motion then? Is there a second? There's been probably a second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Yes, unanimous.
Y'all may be number three.
No, because you've explained when we get to number 16, it's just the part of it.
It's just approving so we can get the grant paperwork signed and get that sent down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for your time. I always appreciate it. And y'all have a good evening. Thank you.
We're at number 11, discuss and approve Okolona City's council appointment to the board. In the oh, there it is. Okay, I'm sorry. Discuss and approve purchase for the breakers from the city of Hayward. Okay.
All right, what this is the two breakers that City Hammond had 46 substation. The 46 substation is the substation down here that produces power to these substations. The breakers that we have in there now are like 1952, stuff like that. I'll be glad to take any of y'all down there and let you look at it. They're old and they're wore out. You can open them up, there's oil pour them out. Here, about a month ago, I had 444, which is a breaker. It feeds heat. It went out on me. So what I had to do is back up on another breaker, 555. But I noticed it's pouring oil out of the back seal. Thank goodness it held up. The only option I had was coming out of West Point. That was my second option. But you got two breakers that was built, like Jeff Atwell says, they were built in like some of the parts of 1950. Some of them got fuses, I ain't gonna lie. The old fuses where you have to push in there and they got paper. If they go out, I don't even know where you can find some fuses like that. The only thing I know on the top of my head, what I could do is get a copper pipe, cut it into, and stick it in there and hold the breaker until the switch don't blow. That's how old this stuff is. It's wore out. I'm telling you. Last time we had a air valve go bad. And I had to call a guy from Greenwood, Mississippi. He came up here. He said, "Tim, I can't get the part." I said, "Oh, you got to get the part." He said, "Let me make some calls." He found a part. It's on back order. I said, "Jeff, I got to have the part. Whatever you have to do, just get the back order in here and get it here quickly." Well, thank goodness, whoever he called, we got it in here 2 weeks later. And that's where a person like in charge of the electric department is sweating bullets. So these systems, if you lose the power, Lord help us. All right, these breakers right here, what Amherst got, they did away with the 46. They went straight 161. So there is no need of them having the 46 number. And if you look at the prices, which I don't think y'all do, one of these breakers, just one of these breakers is like 160,000, 113,000, 108,000. One. Amherst wants to sell both of theirs. Good condition, no problems with them, nothing whatsoever. They want to sell both of them for 108,000. And I'm just saying, if it's me, I'll go for it. There ain't no second thoughts about it, nothing like that. I would have to go for it. Because what you get an up-to-date breaker that you can get parts for. You can go out there yourself. It's like the up-to-date version. Everything you can get parts. You ain't got to sweat bullets, nothing like that. And you will have a spare, and you will have one feeding the other substation. Because right now, like I said, we're talking about building a substation. But even if you build another substation, you're talking about another 5 years before you can even get a transformer, or 4 years before you can get anything. By putting this breaker in place, at least both of these breakers, you will have a backup and you will have a good breaker alive. So, if y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Are there any questions? Is there a motion for the approval?
I make a motion.
Is there a second? It's been properly motion and second. All those in favor, aye? It's unanimous.
Thank you.
Ten.
Sorry.
Ten B.
Can be. All right.
Six C.
This is another situation we have. We got a chipper, but we had no truck. The truck we had was an old model 77. It went down about a year ago. Can't find the engine, they can't find the parts for it, nothing like that. And the best thing to do is just, I can't do nothing, it's gonna cost, cost to fix an old 75 model truck, and you just put a motor in it. And I've been looking around, and I found a good chipper truck to pull. What we running into, people's complaining, hey, y'all cutting these trees down, y'all living this brush in our yards and stuff like that. We had to go back, maybe had to use the city's equipment, go out there and grab this stuff up and put it on their truck. We taking their stuff and using their time when they could be in here doing what they supposed to be doing. But we got to satisfy this company, and we go out here and cut these lines. The customer wanting us to clean it up. They don't want this stuff stay out there in their yard. Well, we gotta maintain these lines, to keep the power on. That's what we're trying to do. Well, it's hurting us. We ain't got nothing to pick the limbs up and put another people, in a truck, chip it up. We ain't got nothing. Right now, we had to use the water department's old, old chipper truck, whatever it is. And it's in bad shape itself. So I looked around and found first they wanted like, 89,000 for the truck. And I told them, I said, look, I can't do that. And I finally talked her down, and she said, I can do $86,733 for it. She said, that's the lowest go. But if you look on the other website or any other places, they want like 100, 95 or more. I got one bid right here for 135. But I got one for 135, I got one for like 90-something thousand. And this is the cheapest one, and it's a 2000. It's a 2022, it's a 4x2, it's a Ford, it's a automatic. So that's kind of a good thing right there, you can't tear the transmission on them. Then you got it's a diesel motor, and it's hydraulic. So I was asked the board if we wouldn't mind, see if we could purchase this type of vehicle right here. And she said that they would deliver it to us on this charge right here, $86,000. If y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer that.
Mr. Mayor, on things like that, do we make payments on that, or we make payments on it, right?
You got it?
It depends, if it's budgeted, they have already had it in their
Budget, we have budgeted for a truck like that.
And all we have to do is outright, we pay them. Because previously, it did roll on, especially when we budgeted last year, and then first, actually, it's supposed to go on over to this year. Well,
She's got the truck like she's holding it. Because I told her, I said, I can't buy it right now. You gotta wait till.
So you do have, this is, you have quotes from someone else in here too.
Yes,
Just so that we just trying to make sure that, that's what I was asking, that we conform to the purchasing law, you know?
That's exactly right. That's one thing I'm gonna make sure. I got another, yes, I got one with global out there.
Because we'll need to put that, whenever we put this in the minute, we'll need to, you know, where
That's right.
they'll see that.
Then we try to match the lowest price. And that is the lowest price.
Just don't do this. So,
We got four.
so you heard from, Mr. Kemp. Any questions? If none, what is the place for council?
It's budgeted, correct?
That is correct, it is budget.
I make the motion.
Second.
Probably motion is second. All those in favor, aye. It's unanimous.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, we off the teams now. I see it. Okay. Number 11, discuss and approve Oklahoma City Council appointment to the Okolona, City of Okolona's Board of Election Commissioners. We only have 3 commissioners. That for the benefit of people out in the audience, we have 3 members. We're down now, we need 1 more member. And, council, it's up to the council to appoint a member. Have y'all nominated by?
Well, I reached out to, Arterial Clifton. He's been, one before, and he's knowledgeable about the election laws. And he stated that he would be happy to serve on this committee.
Anybody else?
Ms. Lois Ann was asking questions about it. She said she was gonna reach out to you about whatever concern she had.
Well, Miss Lois Ann reached out to me, and she stated that she had to think about it at that time, because I called her, she was the second call, and she had to think about it, but we was on the timeline, so I said, well, Coach Arterial Clifton. So I called him and reached out to him. I had 3 people I reached out to. Arterial Clifton was the one that responded and said that he would. Miss Cassandra Morrow, I never did get anything. Cassandra Moore. I never did hear anything back from her. And, Miss Lois Ann, she was the second caller. And she stated she had to think about it. Then I called Mr. Arterial Clifton. And he stated that he would be happy to do so.
We need to appoint so that they can certify these candidates. We had some candidates, I don't know who the name, or see a candidate coming, so, but once they do it, Wednesday, then, 13. Well, it's the 8th, tomorrow. 13 is the 8th, I'm sorry. So, we'll need to go ahead and once the deadline, we're supposed to just transfer all the stuff over there to them, just take that whole folder, close it up. And then to say, here y'all go. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do this 3rd person, if possible. Coach Gilson, is there a motion? You want to make a form of a motion, or anybody want to make a motion? You got Coach Gilson, and then we wait on Miss Taylor, but she never responded back, and I know.
Well, she had responded, but yeah, that was after Coach Clifton stated that he would do it.
Oh,
And I informed her. She said, oh, okay,
oh, okay. We're in order of a motion here.
I make the motion to approve City Council's appointment of Arterial Clifton to the City of Okolona Board of Election Commissioners.
Is there a second? There's been properly motion and second. All those in favor, aye. Ms. Roberts. All those in favor, aye. It's unanimous. Okay. 11, 12, 13, and 14. It's been slow trickling in. I've only had 2 applicants to apply for the clerk's position. The city clerk's position, we had, so far I've seen 2 individuals to submit a resume. I haven't seen anything unless, Jackie, have you seen anybody submission on the election department? Okay. So they're still in the works. They're on the website, MMAO's website. I posted it there and we ran a note on Messenger. We ran them in the Daily Journal. We might need to run them again. Y'all.
Hold on, I got a question.
Okay.
So, because I just want to make sure we all on the same page, right? So we did city clerk. Run that. And then when we made the adjustment to the charter.
That's what we're gonna talk about. then, Justin.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure, like,
because there was no petition for objection. So that deadline has passed, and that's what the city attorney, now we've been talking, so now our next step is we got to send a letter down to the state. And it should be, you know, what do you think, attorney? I think it's done deal. It's just-
I think that there's, I was headed to approve it since there was no, objection, but
we need their signatures.
we still gotta get their final. Okay. But I think that y'all would be safe moving forward and acting as if it were approved. Because anything, if you have, even if you made a decision today, it would be subject to conflict with. But so I think you're pretty safe.
and so with all that being said, I think when we, because I just want to make sure I didn't misunderstand, didn't misunderstand anything when we did that. We kind of made that adjustment, and we're going to try to get Paige to that point where that's how she would be. So are we?
We still, yeah, Paige and I, Paige and I had a discussion today, about that.
Okay.
And she told me her desires,
Okay.
and I think it's gonna be amendable, and when we go into the next session, I can share that,
Okay.
you know, being there, it will be discussed on the floor.
Thank you.
We're at number 15, Mr. Darrell White. We call it physical education because some people got upset because we called it Park and Rec, so I want to make sure that, you know, we appreciate you volunteering. I promise you, I really do, and I know the kids do. And, let's just keep up the good work. You know, we just need more people like you. I'll say that.
I should thank the board for the Mayor Health Council for letting me be the Park and Rec Director this year. But we're gonna try to do better, next year.
It's not the Park and Rec that way.
Oh, I mean,
It's the mayoral health council.
Mayor Health Council, sorry about that.
Not the physical.
Gotcha. All right, this year we had like 68 kids sign up for baseball. We had one game, but the county started late with kids who couldn't get into the league. Because I understand why, that's why we played early, like around April, because June and July get hot. So we're gonna try to play our T-ball kids before school starts. So we got, July 17th, my son, and we are from Houston. He played for Ole Miss, one of those, football stars. So they're gonna do back to school, they're gonna give away book bags and pencils and everything to these schools. We'll have music, food, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give little trophies away, not at this back to school thing, but I'm gonna give trophies for all the kids that participated in the baseball summer league. So right now, I think Pee Wee football, I don't have anything to do with that right there. But I want to try to sit down with the mayor, with the board, so we can try to spice up the net items. I talked to Home Depot about getting some paint, so we kind of like paint it up a little bit, because I thank the board for the city for getting us equipment for baseball, but now I'm going to move a little early in basketball. So we got a lot of kids love basketball. Girls don't like fast pitch because that was the problem. They don't like getting hit. So we're gonna try to do a little better when that comes back around. So for right now, my focus on the Nell Allen Center, try to spice it up a little bit, put some paint on it, try to make that the Park and Rec Center. That's where the purpose of it. So I'm gonna let y'all know something about on that, paint and stuff and everything like that. So a lot of all that work gonna be volunteer. So after we do that, I want to look more toward the baseball field, because we do have bathrooms that are working and stuff that we need to do at the session and try to spice that up. So when it's cooled down, that's what I thank the street department for keeping grass cut at baseball fields and stuff like that. Other than that, That's what we got. Like I said, back to school, July 17th, gonna be at the Minute Park at 6 o'clock. Minute Park at 6 o'clock.
This one right here. Yes, sir.
So we can ask, any kids
What day
know,
is
come
that? What was the date again?
July 17th.
Everybody
It's on
should
Friday.
go. Okay, so you should, like, say.
So it'll be on Friday evening. That's gonna be, like I said, food, music, tell all the kids come out, come back.
Yeah, there's probably another one. Just FYI.
And, come get autographs. And have a good time.
And when you, I don't know if you, you said this guy was from Houston, right?
Yeah.
You said he was from Houston, not knocking it, but we got people here in Okolona or from Okolona that somebody can reach out to that will be willing to help you. You know, I think you have to ask.
What are you paying for that?
I mean, it don't matter. You do know it's people all alone. They got a little money, that'll pay for something.
But
You just have to ask.
this, my son, that's what they out here, they want, because Tyler did go to school.
Yeah, I'm saying future things, not just this particular thing. I mean, you want to do more than one thing, right?
Yeah, but it's just, he came in with that idea, and I just, shared it, it's something, that's all he wanted.
Yeah, never wrong with it. I'm just, when you try to look, and then you have people that will, donate, sponsor, like, you know what I'm saying, assist. You never turn down no help.
Question?
Any question?
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ms. Allison.
Good evening, everyone.
I'm there.
So just to clarify on my contribution to the health council, I'm not animal control, but I am an animal. All due respect, that's the chief. He does a good job of that. But I'm an animal welfare advocate, and part of having a healthy community is having healthy pets and pet care. So I do work along with the chief. So when he brings the animals into the shelter, I go and I take care of them every day. I feed them, I water them, I clean the kennels. And one of the things I'm most excited about is a partnership with Andrea Spain. She's a professor at MSU, and she also has Small Mercies Animal Rescue. She's willing to work with Okolona for our adoptable dogs. She's out of town, but she would like to set up a meeting and talk to y'all. But Saturday morning at 4 a.m., I'm gonna pick up the 7 puppies that are at the shelter. I have to be in start at 4 because they're gonna leave on transport. So after a 5-day straight hold, the chief has given me permission to find a place for the animals.
I bring the dogs out there. Now, put me in the pen,
Okay.
you got to talk to the board.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm not the one. I told you, I don't care where the dogs go, I put them in the pen, y'all do what you want.
Yeah, because somebody has to do something with them. We can't just take them out there and not go back.
Just after the intake, after the 5 days, we follow the orders.
And I would like for us to consider a legal volunteer form, so we can get volunteers, because right now it's me. It's not working. And there are some basic needs, like dog food, things we need at the shelter, because right now I'm hungry.
Oh, if you need dog food, you come here.
Because I've asked, and I'll do anyone who needs to.
If it's for the animal, it just come, come and see.
We need fans, pods, we need regular cash, but lots of things, everybody's been really great to work with you, but we need help. And I would say that it's not costing y'all a dime, but it is. It's costing me a lot, and it's also costing y'all, because we're still paying for service we're not getting. I think that's, I know we have problems in Okolona with stray animals, but we don't have the huge problems that West Point, Oklahoma, and Columbus have. In 2 weeks, their shelter brought in 500 dogs in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So there was a lot of behind the scenes. There is another citizen that helps me when she can, but 7 days a week is me.
Did you ask about the spray?
Yes, I did ask the chief for a spray, a nozzle, and Okay,
Y'all
yes,
got to me about that to me.
yes, yes, and I think we've asked for water hose and a sprayer, and I'm asking y'all. And I don't ask for a lot, I don't mind contributing my time and resources, but,
It's, yeah, those are legitimate, it's, I don't think this is appeal.
okay. I just didn't want to overstep, because I know the chief oversees that program, so I didn't want to overstep. But we're doing great things, but we do need volunteer forms so other people can help, because it's a lot.
I'm trying to say he'll do this.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe when it's things that you know, that you need, let chief know, then chief. He can pay.
Well, I have, but I'm supposed to see, I need to ask y'all, so I'll ask whoever. Whatever y'all want me to do, I'll do it, but anyway, things are looking better, I think, and
I was just getting it straight on.
I don't either, but,
In the public, I think, I know where they were.
yeah, they've been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's a lot of, there's more than just bringing them down there, just on intake, you have to give them their, AV vaccines. You have, yes, you have to start deworming, because worms, these were full of worms, and those can kill faster than the parvovirus. And you have to sanitize the concrete, you have to bleach it, every day, so it's a lot that goes into it. If we ever get sick animals out there, we're in trouble.
Just, when you need those commodities, it just comes. Commodities. We get, you know, reaching, all you gotta do is say, hey, I'm going to dog food, we need, you know, we get a PO. And coach it to where it's, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you interested in moving from welfare advocate to controller?
No, ma'am. I have a full-time job, and I'm working on my master's degree, and I do all this in my spare time. And I'm not certified to do what they do. I don't deal with aggressive dogs. But I will help take care of them and make sure that they get a better life.
Chief, says that he has a recommendation for an hire
Okay.
for animal control.
And I'm open to whoever that is, but still want to work with me and let us pull up some dog. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
with them.
We'd rather put you in one of them for us to spend money.
I mean, they leave on an airplane, they'll leave on airplanes and stuff, to get a better life.
Don't want to kill them.
And I do want to say thank you, Miss Allison, for networking with us and helping us with these animals. And, it's good to know that other people, she network with people in other states that's willing to pay the money and the dog flying on an airplane going somewhere else. That's awesome and amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you, Miss Allison, for the networking that you do.
I've been begging for years trying to find somebody that would help us, so. that help.
Yeah, Starkville, they were a big help. The last time they used to come together, when, Jackie, when your brother was working for the city, you know, we had a good program where they could come and pick them up. We just kept them segregated, you know, the one that you test them for whatever they, the ones that were negative, you put them over in 1 5. So I guess I'll put it on check.
And she's very impressed with our facilities. I've showed her videos and stuff and the cleanliness and the work we got to do to make sure that we have safe animals. So you're welcome. It's an honor.
Then the TBA know that.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Make sure they know that.
All right, thank you.
Grant number 16, approves to submit grant number 3-28-0093-030-2026 and 3-28-003-031-2026 documents for airport paving project. Is that a motion?
It's a motion.
It's a second. It's been proper motion second. Are there any questions? Being none, all those in favor, aye? It's unanimous. We have a request, from the National Council of Negro Women, to sponsor a memorial garden at the Okolona Carnegie Library. There are some overreaching concern about that. You know, nothing, not taking anything away from any of the individuals who are, you know, memorialized. The problem is it's so much public property. It's all public property. Number one, it never should have been put there. It never never should have been placed there. No, it should not. It's on public property and it's
historic.
Yeah, right. It doesn't sit well with the representatives that I've spoken to in Jackson from the various state agencies, because here's the catalyst. What you do for one, you must do for everybody. Regardless of your religious beliefs, regardless of your upbringing beliefs, what's good for one is good for everybody. And that's a one shoe fits all. And it should not have ever been placed in the library. I know that she's a dire advocate in how much she was on the library board, and the intentions were good. Unfortunately, it should not have been placed there because of the schematics of the Carnegie Library, as we never, I will say, a Carnegie Library, has been there forever and a day. And it poses we don't want it to cause not only negative repercussion, but to detract from the historical significance of our library. So, Ms. Barber, do you want to elaborate? Because you got the letter, I put copies of the letters in their folders for the board members. And, you know, they told me we just want to spruce up and replace roses that have died, and I'm still like, I'm bringing it to the council, to you all, because I know it's frowned upon. And
I think you explained it all, because it's not only historic building, the landscape, the property that it's on is also historic. And there are strict guidelines about what you can and cannot do. And as the mayor said, obviously there was a lack of communication what can and can be done on the property prior to now. But now that we know, we cannot. It affects any grants in the future. It affects anything that goes on. I agree with you. Ms. Adams was an advocate. Lord knows, anyone who knows her knows she loved the library. It's not about that, but it's about the future of the library. It is about the laws that concern historic landmarks, and this is a historic landmark. You cannot do what you want to do to a historic landmark. Absolutely cannot. And also, the library has very limited land as it is. You know, there is nothing else there to put anything on. It's just cool. I think the thought is wonderful, but because of the restrictions, I don't see how the city can, there's no way. It may affect future schools, right? And we need all the grants we can get. And it's historic. Biggest thing, like I told you earlier, you don't have historic money.
that's where we are with this request. What is the pleasure of the council? So is that the general consent of the council? To keep, and basically because of the historical significance, you know, we would have to refrain from allowing this to continue. Would y'all think so? Is that the best word or term? Well, they requested, and I guess if no act, if I call for a motion and don't nobody make a motion, then it dies for the lack of motion. Is there a motion going one time? Is there a motion 2 times? Is there a motion 3 times? Due to the fact that there's no motion, it dies for the lack of a motion. All right, let's move on to number 18. Discuss and approve Okolona Electric Department's clerk assume the responsibility for after-hours call intake for the Okolona Electric Department.
We're just still getting complaints about nobody's answering the
It was the clerks, remember, it was put about clerks, doing the intake for the after hours.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're still getting complaints, no one answering the phone after our number, and we're wanting to know what we need to do.
Okay.
Come on, Bill is going, I forgot, Bill told me something prior to us just starting.
Last week we talked about this, or last month, and saying what, talked about making street foot research on that. What we did is we looked into it, and we have since, just yesterday, there's no longer copper lines from 447 to 2130. It's a fiber run that goes to the powerhouse, and so that line comes over AT&T fiber. So we have to worry about the issues with it losing connection, and because we're getting that 3 or 4 times a month. So, but the problem is they can't share the fire company like they were before. But we still have the cell phone. So what we'll be doing now, as of by tomorrow, we're supposed to give the instructions. We're trying to set up a forwarding schedule so that when after certain when the guys leave the powerhouse at 4:30, from that point on, it will forward to the cell phone automatically. So that's where we're at. That's their system that we need on that phone. So as of right now, nobody's answering the 2131 tonight. But tomorrow.
So 2131 is down tonight.
Right. As soon as they might have left the, like,
Yeah,
after left the powerhouse.
yeah, we probably want to put that, at least put that on the city page, but any call 2131 is leaked, because they'll be calling, because Dave said he was calling the guy that came up here, because the transformer blew up south of town. And, he didn't get an answer.
Is there an option to leave the fire department out of it altogether? If we got that number, I know I'm pretty sure there's a system out there. When the customer calls that number, it goes to an answering service, like a call center. Because you either got to have a live person or an AI person to take the vital information down. Once they take the information down, the system the on-call electric department person can have that cell phone right there. And they can receive that call, issues at 301 Middle Street, Okolona, Mississippi, power, lines down, da, 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 da. Is that something that we could look into?
Absolutely. There are services out there that can do that you can hire, to pay a service, and they'll take those calls. They can take multiple calls at the same time, because there's more people sitting there taking them. And then the important thing about that too is, instead of just having one person answer phone call, you've got multiple ones. So if, let's say somebody says, well, my power's out, okay, we'll take your name, number, and your address. But if somebody says, well, power's out, but I got a pole down and lines are on my car, that one needs to get through quickly. So they can make that determination, and they're not, they're hopefully they'll get through easier if you've got a call center answering those calls. So that is something to take into consideration.
So that'll leave the fire department out altogether. They won't have that stress and stuff like that. It was just an option, something there.
But in the meantime, while this is going on, I don't want to go still, but I do want to make a motion for the clerk still assume the responsibilities of the after hours cell phone. And then if you work out whatever it is that you work out.
They can take that cell phone home, and then they can either be on call or call it, and they can answer the call. Because fire guys, I know when they go on a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
So that'll be a temporary fix for right now. And then go into a long-term fix is try to do the, call, right?
Is it?
That's the motion.
That's the motion. We have a motion. Is there a second? It's been properly motioned and second. Are there any questions? Being none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
It's unanimous. All right, thank you. We're at number 19, discuss and approve advertising the 2026 Okolona High School football program booklet, Okolona touchdown club. And that would be on the 17-3-1, 17-3-3. To bring about favorable recognition to the city of Okolona and to put Okolona into a positive spotlight. Now y'all decide which one y'all want to select, how much, if you want to do it.
Motion to approve advertising the 2026 Oklahoma High School football program booklet. Oklahoma touchdown club. Now,
Besides, y'all want to be.
yeah, we want this.
All right, I know which one.
Something going on.
It's just, they got on the right scale. So how will it be designed this morning?
In the past, y'all, it has been the picture of
The
the
picture
board.
of us, the gold
Yeah.
there, the board.
Your official picture.
In color.
Oh, yeah, Charlie said it was color.
Okay.
Go back.
Full page.
We got you, Ty.
So we change out, change out.
I'll
Mr.
second.
Morrow.
I'll second.
Oh, okay, we can price, when, you know, the full page, the ones at the full page. We have a motion and a second to purchase a full page at 175. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Yes, you have. Let us know, when do y'all have to have a picture, Ms. Marlon? Of Mr. Ed?
The deadline is August the 1st, so if y'all can get materials to us by August the 1st, because our first home game is, that's third or fourth week in August. Yeah.
Yeah. And that way, we'll have to turn right around, take a picture right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. Number 20. We'll actually go over there, number 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Be considered, in personnel for executive session. Is there any objection?
Question.
Yes.
And then you say we was gonna talk about 12 and 13 in the executive session also? Well, I guess 12, 13, and 14.
I
Okay,
think
okay.
it's just on 12, because whatever you're paying.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what we, yeah. No, the other ones were already, yeah, the other ones. If there's no objection, then by general consent, we'll do 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and we'll make a close determination. But I would ask that we suspend the rules to go ahead and approve our consent items. Is there a motion for the approval of consent item 25, 25A, 25B, 25C?
I'll make a motion.
It's been properly motion and second. All those in favor? I second. Is there a motion to make a close determination whether or not to enter into executive session?
I'll make a motion to enter into executive, to make a close determination.
Enter into executive session.
Enter into executive session.
Gotcha. You get it now.
Okay.
You just talking. Is there a second? Okay, probably motion and second. All those in favor, aye? We'll go next door with close determination whether or not it's executive session. Let the record reflect, while we're in executive session, no official action were taken. No official actions were taken. What is the pleasure of the council?
Mr. Mayor, I would like to, approve the hire of Jackson Wages and, Colby Carter at Okolona Electric Department full-time as apprentice lineman at $17.90 per hour. Pending duty.
Is there a second? It's been properly motioned and second. All those in favor, aye? It's unanimous.
I'd like to make a motion to approve to advertise to hire 2 full-time right-of-way laborers at the Okolona Department.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been properly motioned and second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
I'd like to make a motion to, hire Marquise Robinson in the police department at $15 an hour, part-time, pending drug screening.
Is there a second? It's the, whatever, it's in our procedures. Is there a, second? Oh, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
I'd also like to make the motion to have the city attorney to respond to Jeremy Tucker's letter of request.
It's been properly motioned and second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
Okay, Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to suspend Daniel Russell, such as known as Peanut, for 30 days without pay, take effect immediately, and the council will review again after the criminal matter is resolved.
Is there a second? It's been properly motioned and second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
It's unanimous. If we get, oh, is that, okay. Okay. And no action to be taken on the first one. Because that was just an FYI. So does that, is that everything, y'all?
We already, approved the consent items earlier, correct?
Thank you, thank you. Oh.
I make a motion to adjourn.
That's it. It's been properly motioned and second. All those in favor, let me know by aye. It's unanimous, you stand adjourned.
Everybody, please say something.